Thank you. At this time, we will reconvene for purposes of Mayor Wood's State of the City address. Mayor Wood, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. I will start the clock, the official clock. Mr. President, council members, family, friends, and neighbors, look to my daughters, good evening, and thank you for joining me to talk about our favorite subject, our beloved Princess City. This marks the 124th State of the City of Mishawaka in our history, and my 15th, and maybe my shortest yet, but don't bet on it. The extra hour you gave us moving your meetings up to 6 is much appreciated. I'll try to fill it wisely, but I think you already filled it pretty well. I hope my goal is to be the shortest part of tonight's agenda. I'll do my best to stick to the facts, to not frustrate the staff with a bunch of unrealistic promises, and I might even let you in on a secret or two along the way. A big thanks to my team who made this possible, especially Matt, AKA my Chief of Staff, also Ken, Becky, Cindy, and the rest of our great team. Our hard work reflects the Mishawaka way, focused, collaborative, and driven to serve. You'll notice something new this year. We've created a sleek, easy to read, coffee table magazine style booklet, perfect for residents and businesses alike. But don't worry, all of the detailed information you've come to appreciate is still available starting tonight at mishawaka.in.gov. So let's dive in, shall we? So what is the state of our city? You guessed it, strong, safe, financially stable, and growing. That's been true for decades, and it's still true today. That's the Mishawaka way. We're guided by the same values that built this city: vision, sacrifice, hard work, progress, and resilience. And because of our shared commitment, Mishawaka is thriving with new energy, bold growth, and a future full of opportunity. Year after year, we see more energy and excitement pulsing through the Princess City. We're growing faster, offering new amenities and opportunities on par with bigger cities. Yet we are still protecting the hometown charm and our family values that set Mishawaka apart. It's a delicate balance of ambition and heart that makes Mishawaka different. We strive to maintain in each and every day that Mishawaka way. Sensing a theme here? Our theme is the Mishawaka way. It's more than just a slogan. It's how we do business, how we lead, how we serve the people who call this city home. It starts with putting community first, listening to our residents and responding to what really matters to them. Whether it's paving streets, improving parks, or supporting neighborhoods, we stay focused on what improves lives right here, right now. It's purposeful planning, looking ahead, investing wisely, and building for the long term. Our growth isn't just fast, it's thoughtful. It's how we preserve what makes Mishawaka special while we're preparing for the future. It's collaborative. When leaders work together, we get things done. And around here, we work together a lot, and I appreciate that. Add to that our commitment to the city that's clean, safe, and well-maintained, and you start to see what sets Mishawaka apart. It's not afraid to try new things, but we stay grounded in who we are, innovative with respect for tradition. That's the balance we strive to strike. It's being accessible and transparent. You can still talk to your mayor at the gas station, the grocery store, or here at City Hall anytime, or you can sit on the front porch with me at a community event. At the end of the day, we lead with heart, humility, and a deep love for this city. It's not just public service, it's the Mishawaka way. Mishawaka is strong. That's because of the Mishawaka people. Tonight, I want to pause and honor the lives of some of our remarkable Mishawakans who we lost just this past year. Mary Lou Wood, Father Barry England, Ross Portalese, and Quinto Squadroni. Mary Lou, well, she was like Mishawaka's mom. Her warmth, faith, and servant's heart touched generations. Her saying, "It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice," is words that we all should live by. Ross and Quinto, well, you may say that they were like Mishawaka's dads. Patriots, public servants, visionaries, the steady hands who helped shape the city we know and love. Father Barry England, well, he was like our city's father, and certainly like one to me. He swore me in, blessed my office, blessed City Hall, and most of our facilities and memorials. He loved his adopted hometown. These great Mishawakans were larger than life. Their lives remind us of our strength lies in the people of Mishawaka and the values we hold dear. They embodied the best of who we are, hardworking, generous, humble, and deeply committed to family, faith, and community. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of Mishawaka, and it's up to us to carry their spirit and example forward. The best way to keep Mishawaka strong and shape Mishawaka's future is to invest in our future leaders. Today, that's what my Mayor's Youth Advisory Council is all about, and it remains my most important initiative. Since its start 15 years ago, over 200 students have participated in the Youth Council, learning how local government works. Got a great lesson on that tonight. Providing community service and contributing to real city projects. This year, 33 exceptional students from schools all across the Princess City are helping lead the way. They're not just learning leadership, they are living it. In fact, they were recognized in the governor's office just last week. This is what servant leadership looks like, the Mishawaka way. And if I could have our youth council members to please stand. I think we wore a few of them out, they left, but as you look at these students, know this: Mishawaka's future is in great hands. Their energy, empathy, and service-first mindset are exactly what gives me hope. In a world of distractions, they chose to lead, and they chose to stay here tonight, and that says everything you need to know about them. I'm proud of each and every one of them, and I love them like my own. This wouldn't happen without servant leaders leading the program. And I'd like to thank my wife, Jamie, my office co-workers, Cindy and Debbie, and intern Lizette for their vision, their heart, and their help in guiding these amazing young people. My youth council is not just learning to be future leaders, they are transforming Mishawaka right now. Every 2 years, we give them a major project. Recent successes include Heroes Park, design of the City Hall Community Room, and the Mish Pocket Park. In 2024, my Mayor's Youth Advisory Council proudly launched Project Shoe City, a creative effort to reimagine and honor the legacy of Ball Band, the company that once made Mishawaka the shoe capital of the world. Through this project, our youth are helping bridge the past with a bold, community-focused art project. Their vision is to place 4x6 fiberglass shoe sculptures that will look much like this. This is a prototype, 3D printed, courtesy of our friends at Notre Dame Innovation Lab. These fiberglass shoe sculptures will be in high-profile locations around the city that can be sponsored and decorated by organizations and businesses. The sculptures will be backed up by a website accessible through QR code on each and every shoe, and will explain the history, the project, and map out each shoe along the shoe trail, which I think is a cool concept, where they can all be seen. Watch for at least 15 shoes to hit the pavement this fall. And I'm proud to report that our kids blew past their goal of raising $35,000 in private donations. In fact, they raised $88,144 plus a $35,000 match from Patronicity for a grand total of $123,144. That commands an applause. The project has cultivated a lot of community excitement. To me, this project bridges much more than just history and art. It bridges generations around a subject that everyone can get excited about: athletic shoes and red ball jets. Mishawaka is safe, and that's no accident. It is the result of the professionalism and the dedication of the Mishawaka Police Department. 2024 marked a milestone year with the retirement of our longest-serving chief, Ken Witkowski, after 19 years in that position, and his outstanding service. Under his leadership, MPD transformed into the modern, well-trained force that we rely on today. He also prepared his successor, a mark of every great leader, Chief Alex Arndt, to lead with the same integrity and strength. Our department reflects the character of its leaders. We are blessed to have two of the best anywhere. Last year, together with the City Council and the Fraternal Order of Police, we implemented an innovative 12-hour shift schedule. The goals were simple: put more officers on the street, respond faster, and manage resources wisely. It has worked well, and many other departments around the state are calling and trying to emulate it. We are close to full capacity staff right now. It's a snapshot in time depending on the day. But we are offering some of the highest pay in the state, which helps us to attract and retain top talent. In Mishawaka, public safety is and always will be our top priority. It's the foundation that supports everything else that we do. I'm proud to share once again that crime has dropped in 2024, continuing a strong trend, dropping 13 out of my 15 years, including the past 5 years in a row. These are remarkable stats for a growing city like ours. This doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of outstanding police work, strong leadership, and a community that looks out for one another. But our job isn't done. We'll keep adapting, investing in our officers, and partnering with residents to face whatever challenges come our way. Because in Mishawaka, public safety isn't just a goal, it is a commitment. After nearly 3 years without a single homicide, an extraordinary record for a city our size, we experienced 3 in recent months. Each case was tragic, but it's important to note all were targeted. None random acts, and none could have been prevented by patrols or proactive police work. Just as important, every case has been solved. The perpetrators were quickly identified, apprehended, and are no longer a threat to our community. One was ruled a justifiable homicide involving transient individuals. One was a domestic tragedy. The first occurred on January 15th when a 17-year-old boy was killed in a shooting while inside the home near Mishawaka High School. Hours after the incident, the first juvenile suspect, a 14-year-old, was detained. 2 days later, detectives from the Mishawaka Police Major Crimes Unit were able to develop information leading to an arrest of a second suspect, also a 17-year-old. Uniformed patrol officers responded promptly, securing the scene and witnesses. They also quickly ascertained that the initial information from county dispatch of an infant victim was inaccurate and quickly identified a teenage victim. Crime scene investigators and detectives with the Major Crimes Unit in Mishawaka worked together to locate suspects and evidence at multiple locations. The SWAT team was utilized to tactically and safely secure locations and persons of interest to the investigation. Ultimately, the coordinated efforts of all officers led to criminal charges for multiple suspects. The St. Joseph County prosecutor reached out to commend the Mishawaka Police Department personally for their great work in this case. He noted the diligence and dedication to achieving case resolution in a timely and efficient manner. These events are a sobering reminder that challenges can arise anywhere, anytime, but when they do in Mishawaka, we respond swiftly, professionally, with world-class service. Last year, we completed our largest fire station project in city history, the new Station 2, at 25,000 square feet, and with 5 apparatus bays, this modern facility opened on time and on budget, October 15th. But it's more than just a station. It's a community asset. It includes a Survive Alive house to teach kids fire safety, a public community room for meetings, and enhanced safety features to protect our firefighters at their work home, and even a baby box thanks to a generous donation from a Mishawaka family. This new station replaces our 60-year-old facility in North Main, and we're actively exploring smart ways to repurpose that old station. Last year, we also reached a strong long-term contract with the Mishawaka firefighters and even saw a small decline in run volume, signs that our public safety investments are working. It's public service with excellence, the Mishawaka way. In Mishawaka, we believe excellence starts with our people. Our philosophy is simple. We hire the best and we plan for the worst. At 3:08 a.m. on the morning of Wednesday, March 12th, Mishawaka Fire Department Medic 1 was transporting a patient to the hospital when paramedic firefighter Max Ollinger saw a fire on the roof of the mill phase 2 that's currently under construction. He quickly reported the fire to county dispatch. Crews led by Battalion Chief Jeff Hums quickly arrived on scene and noticed heavy fire on the roof of the southwest corner of the building. It was obvious that there was a major situation going on, perhaps even the biggest fire in downtown since the Great Fire of 1872. Over the next 14 hours, world-class response occurred that looked a lot like this. 8 chiefs in command of 100-plus firefighters from 4 departments over 2 shifts. Deployment of 22 units and apparatus, 5 aerial trucks, and a thermal imaging drone. Mishawaka police officers also secured the scene from traffic. Mishawaka Street Department refueled trucks on scene as they fought fires. They also blocked streets with barriers. The Mishawaka Water Department that you've heard a lot about tonight, well, they made sure that adequate pressure was supplied to firefighters who pumped over 10,000 gallons a minute on this fire without losing pressure to surrounding businesses or neighborhoods. The Mishawaka Electric Department secured power to the building. The Mishawaka Parks Department opened the Ironworks building for firefighter use. Many communities simply couldn't handle a scene like this. I'm proud of the Mishawaka Fire Department for their outstanding work, which prevented a much worse situation. And I'd personally like to thank the South Bend Fire Department, Clay Fire Territory, Penn Township Fire Department, and many local businesses and restaurants who reached out, came down to the scene, provided food and refreshments to our firefighters on scene. It was truly a team and community effort. Though the cause of the fire has not been officially announced, it is not, I repeat, not suspicious in nature. In Mishawaka, we pride ourselves on excellence, and when tested, we rise to the occasion. We were put to the test March 31st, when the worst storm since the Palm Sunday tornadoes of 1965 hit the Princess City. In just minutes, hurricane-force winds and possibly tornadoes knocked out power to over 15,000 of our Mishawaka utility customers, brought down hundreds of trees, damaged homes, including one that caught on fire, and overwhelmed county emergency dispatch with thousands of calls. But Mishawaka did not flinch. Our crews from Central Services, Electric, Police, and Fire responded immediately. Streets and alleys were cleared within hours, and by nightfall, most power was restored. Still, we recognized the scale of the damage and did something that we have never done before. We requested mutual aid. 7 crews from Hoosier Edison and Bancroft Electric joined our 4 Mishawaka Utilities electric crews working 16-hour shifts every day. Together, they replaced over 30 utility poles and rebuilt entire sections of infrastructure. All power was restored in just 4 days, ahead of regional recovery timelines. That was public service at its best. I want to personally thank our linemen and mutual aid partners at Hoosier Ed and Bancroft, especially Kevin Wasmer, director of our department, who led our emergency operations with calm, clarity, and command. These men and women didn't just restore power, they reminded us what makes our team truly exceptional. Our City and Mishawaka team isn't just made up of employees. They're problem solvers, innovators, community-first professionals, true public servants who take pride in serving the Princess City. We invest in training, education, equipment, and preparedness so that our team is always ready, whether it's a public safety response, a utility challenge, or a citywide emergency. That proactive approach keeps Mishawaka strong, responsive, and ever ready to serve, come what may. Mishawaka is financially stable. That's because we don't just manage our finances, we lead with discipline, transparency, and a long-term vision. Under the steady leadership of our controller, Rebecca McGuire, and her team, we continue to prioritize fiscal conservatism while maintaining strong reserves and responsible growth. Our financial success is a team effort built on collaboration between elected officials, department managers, and community stakeholders, all working together to serve the residents wisely and sustainably. In case you were wondering, I created this great George Washington dollar meter, and if we are there, and if I were to assign a letter grade to our current financial condition, it's a good solid B right now. Last year, our budget topped $70 million. Our assessed value dropped at $1.85 billion, and circuit breaker losses were at 8.3, pretty well stable, and our general fund balance is $20 million. It's important to note that we still must remain fiscally conservative. If some of the proposed legislation downstate were to pass, or we were to experience a recession, it wouldn't take much at all for us to wind up right there. It's a distinguished honor for me to serve as the president of AIM in 2025. This prestigious 125-year-old organization represents the interest of Mishawaka and 350 other cities and towns across Indiana. Of all of the years to serve in this role, I had to serve in this year, the most volatile in memory of anyone, and down at the State House. With a new governor and over 1,000 bills filed, it feels like local government is under assault and it is in the crosshairs. And with it, our ability to fund the critical services that I detailed earlier. I never thought I'd be a lobbyist, but that's precisely what I have spent a lot of time doing the past couple months. We have lobbied to preserve local funding for our vital public safety services, road funding, infrastructure funding, and to protect our utilities and to defend our right to grow responsibly. We are nearing the end of the legislative session, God willing. As I have been told, the mayor's best day of the year is when the General Assembly packs up and goes home, and I'm looking forward to that day. There have been a lot of meetings, and like any good negotiation, no one is going to leave completely happy, including us. I'm proud to say that working with our governor and legislature, our voices were heard loud and clear. While we have some negative budget impact, it is not near as bad as what was proposed, nor what could have been. It seems that in frustration, I have been saying, keep your fingers out of our chili a lot lately. And in reference to the bad bills and the negative impact on Mishawaka and municipal government in general. So the highly overrated staff decided to poke a little fun with me over that and created this cool graphic. Mishawaka is clean. That is a must for this old Belgian. Code enforcement is at the heart of our efforts to keep Mishawaka clean. Our new code enforcement director, Ken Witkowski, recognize the name, is off to a strong start, focused on resolving long-standing, persistent cases and strengthening accountability. We're about to take on a major initiative, reviewing and updating decades-old codes, policies, and procedures. A newly formed committee, including members of the Common Council, will help guide this important work, and thank you for your participation. We're committed to clean, safe, stable, and vibrant neighborhoods because that is absolutely the Mishawaka way. Few services impact Mishawaka neighborhoods' cleanliness more than our No Trash Left Behind curbside waste and recycling program. Do I see Gary, who coined the No Trash Left Behind, Mr. Gary West? But anyway, through our new partnership with Waste Management, we help keep our neighborhoods clean and our environment healthy. In 2025, we rolled out the new 5.5-year contract after going through a full bidding process, the first major change in nearly 2 decades. Yes, the transition has brought more than a few growing pains, but we are working through those growing pains. But our commitment hasn't changed. Reliable service, great value, and clean streets for every Mishawaka resident. Mishawaka is growing with purpose and momentum. From the US 20 bypass through the vibrant downtown to the toll road exit 83, and now our new athletic and entertainment campus anchored by the Mishawaka Fieldhouse. Investment is happening all throughout the Princess City. In 2024, we saw $148.8 million in new construction permits, well above our 10-year average. That's a strong vote of confidence in Mishawaka's future. As Mishawaka grows, so must our infrastructure, and we're staying ahead with smart planning and strong partnerships. Here's a little of what we'll be up to this summer. Ballard and Vistula, realigning the raised crosswalks near Twin Branch Park and School. They'll wrap up this year, improving safety and slowing traffic. Vistula, Oakley, and Lincoln Way, a long overdue intersection realignment begins this year, thanks to some CSO work that needs to be done. The intersection of Lincoln Way and Vistula will be more of a traditional style corner, thus ending the great debate about which turn signal to use when entering Lincoln Way from Vistula, left or right. 12th Street, utility relocation is underway from Burkett to Merrifield in preparation for road widening and trail construction next year. Union and Bremen Highway. With MACOG support, we received federal funding to advance the phased widening of the Princess City Parkway. We are already acquiring property. Thank you for your addition to that tonight. We're working towards engineering on that. Summer Street repaving program. As I always say, potholes are the mortal enemy of mayors everywhere. Mishawaka has far less than most, thanks to our Summer Street paving program. Last November, we received a record $1.5 million grant from the State Community Crossings Grant Program, allowing us to invest $3 million in paving over 14 major streets citywide this summer. For more comprehensive report and a list of all upcoming projects, you can visit our engineer's annual report at mishawaka.in.gov. We know it's been tough getting around downtown near Cedar Street lately, but that's about to change. In partnership with St. Joseph County and funded by the federal government, we've been widening the famous Joe Z Bridge at Cedar Street. This is completing the final connection of our 3.5-mile Riverwalk loop from Logan to Cedar Street without having to cross traffic. Despite a few construction-related delays, we're now on track to finish ahead of schedule. The revised completion date has been adjusted from a day after never to the 4th of July. Provided crews can keep the equipment out of the river. Thank God nobody was hurt. We are seeing strong residential growth. Since 2023, we've approved nearly 700 new housing units, including the Mill Phase 2, Spring Luxury Apartments, and new single-family homes. More is on the way, including 246 units at Grandview, 234 senior affordable units at Stone Leaf Reserve, 100-plus units at a revitalized 100 Center, 50 to 75 new workforce homes in a new neighborhood in partnership with Habitat for Humanity, and hundreds of single-family home sites ready to build. By 2027, we will have added 1,300 new homes, a 5% increase since the 2020 census. That is smart, community-focused growth that strengthens our neighborhoods and secures our future. Up north, Grandview, or Uptown Mishawaka as we call it, is one of the most transformative developments in city history. With a $175 million investment, Phase 2 breaks ground this spring, bringing 246 apartments, 66 townhomes, and a boutique hotel to 23 and Gumwood. But Grandview is more than just new buildings. It's about quality of life, walkability, green spaces, and community connection. It's designed to bring people together and strengthen our local economy with significantly higher long-term assessed valuation, which we definitely need. Who would have thought that the Fields of Highland subdivision developed by Habitat for Humanity back in 2018 with the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project would now be nearly complete with over 70 homes built. We want to keep that momentum going. So in 2024, we proudly partnered with Habitat for Humanity to secure property for the next subdivision, contributing $2 million in ARPA funds to create a new neighborhood at the former Oak Grove Mobile Home Park, redeveloping a long-standing code issue into a transformative workforce housing opportunity. Habitat also secured a $4.1 million READY grant and is also moving their new permanent home office just right down the street here in Mishawaka. The partnerships with Habitat have been transformational for the Princess City and will result in significant redevelopment in an area where it is much needed, while treating current residents with compassion and dignity. I look forward to putting on the old tool belt and swinging the hammer on property. Maybe we can do another blitz build. Wink, wink. Speaking of President Carter, we will not forget his friendship, his example, and his service to Mishawaka. He built and opened many doors for us and for me personally, and I intend to walk through them. Rest in peace, boss. After years of decline and delay, the 100 Center and historic Cam Schellinger Brewery are finally getting a fresh start they deserve. The city cleared the way, literally, for a great new partnership and project by demolishing the blighted Cam Island apartments, or addition by subtraction as I call it. The main brewery is now under local ownership and plans are in motion to restore it to a vibrant mix of shops, restaurants, and residences. In late 2024, we secured $5.7 million in Ready To funds to help bring this vision to life, including 104 residential units, 20 short-term rentals, 75,000 square feet of commercial space, and an 85-student daycare. The city is investing in utility upgrades, Riverwalk connections, and a new event stage on Cam Island to support the transformation. It's been a long time coming, but momentum is real, and the future is bright for one of our city's most historic sites. We're excited to announce a new brownstone project is coming to downtown, a bold, smart investment in diverse, high-quality housing in one of our city's most walkable and vibrant areas near the corner of Main and Mishawaka Avenue. Blending timeless row house charm with modern convenience, these owner-occupied homes are designed for professionals, families, and empty nesters alike, offering easy access to the Riverwalk, parks, and downtown. More than housing, this project reflects our values: smart growth, neighborhood revitalization, and convenient inner-city living. Commercial growth is also booming with regional impacting projects. After 6 years of planning, the Mishawaka Field House opened last October, and it's already a game changer. 1.4 million visitors, 1.4 million, are expected to walk through the doors this year, and with them, exposure to all that's good in the Princess City. It's already putting Mishawaka on the map as a premier youth sports destination while fueling growth for our hotels, restaurants, and small businesses. The phone is ringing off the hook, not just because of the parking lots that are jam-packed, but we are expecting some exciting economic development announcements in the area in the not-too-distant future. This is more than a facility. It's bold investment in our economy and our regional future. In 2023, we reimagined the former City Hall block, partnering with local nonprofits to turn underused space into a vibrant community hub. The Women's Care Center opened in 2024, bringing new life and life-saving service to the former City Hall campus. And I love the pink. Underway, our United Way One Roof Center is transforming the old City Hall building into $8 million a hub for essential services, and that will open this year. And the Mishawaka building trades have taken over the corner of Lincoln Way and Laurel, and students will soon begin building a new home on site, close to this plan here on screen, blending education with neighborhood investment. Can't wait to see that transform. Together, these projects are restoring purpose, supporting people, and strengthening our community on the former City Hall site. Redevelopment is underway at one of downtown's most prominent corners, where a 25,000 square foot outpatient healthcare facility is taking shape, bringing quality healthcare, new jobs, and fresh momentum. This project is set to be completed in early 2026 and is poised to spark even more redevelopment, revitalization in the heart of our city. The city has partnered with Beacon to add more public parking to our ever-growing downtown as well. A lot of growth is happening downtown, and we don't want to leave any block behind and out of meeting its full potential. Our comprehensive plan survey made it clear revitalizing downtown is a top priority for Mishawaka residents. We didn't wait, we acted. The goal: reduce blight, preserve character, and attract vibrant local businesses, coffee shops, restaurants, retail, event space, even upper floor living spaces that give people a reason to gather and stay. In late 2024, we launched the Downtown Grant and Forgivable Loan Program to breathe life into aging buildings and underutilized space in our historic downtown and West End. Funded with $500,000 in repaid COVID-era economic development funds, the program offers matching grants for up to $50,000 for projects like facade and storefront improvements, murals and decorative lighting, hardscapes and exterior enhancements, even grease traps and fire suppression, though they don't sound that glamorous. The program has been very well received. We've already approved our first grant and many more are in the pipeline. It's the most robust program of its kind anywhere that we know of in the state, rooted in community input, already delivering results, and a shining example of listening, acting, and investing where it matters most. Late last year, the city officially took possession of the former Dodge manufacturing facility, a site rich in history and community pride. We've secured the property and are now preparing for the next chapter, environmental cleanup, asbestos removal, and full redevelopment. The Phase 2 environmental study is underway, and asbestos removal too, and we just got some exciting news. We were awarded a grant worth hundreds of thousands of dollars by the IFA to make that happen, and we're excited about that. Demolition is expected to be bid in late 2025 and begin next year. We're planning carefully and saving up for it, knowing that it will be at least about a $13 million project to do it right. Our long-term vision includes extending 7th Street at Union to 6th Street and Laurel, creating expansion space for the Mishawaka Fire Department Station Number 1 and Central Services facilities, and transforming the bulk of the site into affordable workforce housing. Before demolition, we'll host a community walkthrough, a chance for former workers and residents alike to say goodbye to our old friend and honor this piece of our legacy. I'd like to give a heartfelt thanks to our Central Services Department for clearing and securing the site with their ingenuity and dedication, a true reflection of the Mishawaka Way. The Veterans Walk at Patel Park is now complete with the eternal flame lit and now truly eternal. A powerful and lasting tribute to Mishawaka's fallen heroes. The memorial ensures their sacrifice will never be forgotten. In 2024, we also restored the historic World War I memorial band shell, replacing the copper roof with a stunning new one, repairing stonework and adding energy-efficient lighting to preserve this landmark for future generations. We've also begun the thoughtful restoration of our beloved Patel Park Rock Garden, stabilizing its structure sealing the ponds and removing invasive trees that threaten the integrity of the stonework. In 2025, we'll complete the work with ornamental lighting, security upgrades, and a botanical planting bed that reflects the garden's original vision and historic charm. We plan to rededicate this iconic space on Memorial Day 2025, just in time for our great hometown tradition, the Mishawaka Memorial Day Parade. In Mishawaka, we celebrate not just our people, but the places that bring us together. Neighborhood parks are at the heart of that, and I've made it a personal mission to reinvest in each and every one. At the top of the list is Rose Park, and its transformation is well underway. Phase 1 is complete with a new restroom, playground, and splash pad. Phase 2 and Phase 3 are fully funded and under construction now as we sit here and set to finish later this year. When done, Rose Park will reflect our city's spirit, blending tradition and fun with bocce ball, Belgian bowling, wiffle ball, a dog walk, and a new pump track designed and built by Mishawaka citizens and departments. You'll have to look that one up, but it's cool. When completed, we intend to host new types of Mishawaka culturally significant events and celebrate Mishawaka's unique immigrant population and history. In the heart of one of our most historic neighborhoods, Normain Park is about to get completely reimagined, bringing new life, energy, and purpose to our beloved community space. Work has already begun with the demolition of the city's worst restroom. Future plans include the playground for kids of all abilities, new shelters and walking trails, updated ball diamonds, basketball courts, and a splash pad, and also a new restroom. But the center of it all, a miracle diamond, a fully accessible turf baseball field designed for individuals with disabilities, ensuring everyone can play our national pastime. This project was not fully funded, but thanks to incredible support from private donors, including some in this room, have raised over $1 million to make this project a reality. We will break ground on Phase 1 this year. This isn't just a park upgrade, it's a celebration of generosity, dignity across our access and community spirit, the Mishawaka Way. The city has also begun to reimagine one of our most beloved green spaces, George Wilson Park. This park is unique thanks to its topography, courtesy of the last advance of glaciers during the Great Ice Age. Known for its sledding hill and disc golf, this passive park has served generations of Mishawakans. But as recreation evolves, so must we. We're now working with Visit South Bend, Mishawaka to transform George Wilson into a year-round destination, complete with expanded amenities and public access. Plans include a skiing, snowboarding, and tubing hill with lift, usable even in the summer. Yes, you heard that right, summer skiing in Mishawaka. Stay tuned for more details. All right, for my next hour, I'd like to talk about, just kidding. If tonight's State of the City wasn't quite enough for you, don't worry, I'll be taking the show on the road. Join me for one of my less scripted, slightly more entertaining repeat performances on the State of the City Traveling Roadshow Circuit, kicking off next month at Woody's district meeting. I promise more updates, more stories, and probably a few more bad dad jokes. And if that's still not enough, you're always welcome to pull up a chair and join me at the Front Porch Friday, for Front Porch Fridays this summer. It's a chance to sit down, sip some lemonade, and talk about everything and anything Mishawaka. No agenda, just good conversation and community connection, the Mishawaka Way. There you have it. Have I said the Mishawaka Way enough or way too much? Well, either way, I hope you get a sense of what you likely already know. Mishawaka is different. It's special. The best hometown in America. Tonight's presentation is just a snapshot of the work your local government is doing every day. For the full story, I encourage you to read the 2025 State of the City report, now available at mishawaka.in.gov. I'm proud to say that the state of our city is strong and getting stronger because we stay focused on what matters most: safety, financial stability, infrastructure, economic opportunity, and quality of life. We're investing in public safety, neighborhoods, parks, and jobs. We remain one of the safest cities in the region, and our economic momentum is real. Thank you to our residents for the incredible honor of letting me serve them. It's a privilege I never take for granted. Thank you to our employees and our department managers. These folks are the best in the business, and it is my great joy to get to work with them each and every day. To the Common Council and Clerk Block, thank you for your collaboration and steady leadership. When mayors and councils work together, things get done. The Mishawaka moves forward. And thank you to my wife, Jamie, for allowing me to pursue my life's most important work. I couldn't do it, or I wouldn't do it without her. Despite her best judgment, she begrudgingly allowed me to take up one of my lifelong dreams of sailing as a hobby. It's a great escape and stress reliever, which has come in handy over the past couple of years, I can promise you that. And I haven't got lost or capsized just yet. These are fascinating times. There is a lot happening at all levels of government that have direct influence on the Mishawaka Way. We intend to defend and protect our interests vigorously. Rough seas are all around that have an impact on our ability to provide critical services here in the Princess City. It's an ill wind that blows no good. But here in Mishawaka, we have the ship, captain, and crew in place to weather any storm. I couldn't be more confident in our future. I see fair winds and following seas ahead. As we approach our city's bicentennial, let's continue honoring our past while building a future full of hope and promise in the best hometown in America, the Mishawaka Way. May the Princess always look over your shoulder, and may God continue to bless our residents, our staff, and our great city of Mishawaka. Thank you.